doing a craft. And we're gonna do an Easter craft that represents the true meaning of Easter. So I hit up Hobby Lobby. They had everything for 40% off. Not everything, but like wood signs and stuff. So this was 40% off, so it ended up being just a little over $5 for this sign. How cute is it? It came exactly like this. There we go. Okay, so there you go. It was $5. Let me take the tag off. It was like a little over $5. It already came like that, so I'm like, ooh, that's nice. We need that. So in the cart it went. And my assistant, who is amazing, she brought me this hymnal. The Broadman Hymnal. Broadman Hymnal. I don't know how you say it, but it's a hymnal. She brought me 2 of these from an old church, and they were getting rid of these. And y'all, can I just say this? I know y'all don't care and you're like, get on with the craft, you talk too much, all the things. But as I was thumbing through this hymnal to find the hymn that I wanted to use for this, I was like, you know what? It's just kind of sad. Like, I love the upbeat contemporary Christian music in church. I do. I do. But I grew up thumbing through, he'd say, turn to page 200 in your hymnals. And there's something about hearing the pages of those hymnals turning and just holding your hymnal and looking at the words and reading them right there in your hands that feels lost a little bit. I might be alone in that. I have no idea. I still love, I'm not saying anything about it, but it just feels a little bit, there was something so sweet about thumbing through the hymnal to find the one that we were supposed to go to, and I loved that. So that was just reminiscing, I guess. But anyway, I decided on this hymn for Christmas, Jesus Paid It All. This is the one that I decided I was going to use on this sign, okay? If you're not familiar with this hymn, I'm not going to sing it because heaven forbid y'all would all jump off of here as fast as you jumped on. But I'm going to read you the first verse, okay? And that's what's going on this. I hear the Savior say, thy strength indeed is small. Child of weakness, watch and pray. Find in me thine all in all. Jesus paid it all to him I owe. Sin had left a crimson stain, he washed it white as snow. Is that not the perfect hymn to celebrate Easter? I'll say Christmas. To celebrate Easter. Jesus paid it all. That's why we're here. That's why we're celebrating. So that's the hymn that's going on here. So there's meaning to why I picked that one. So what we're going to do before we put the hymn onto the board, I've got some burnt umber apple barrel paint. And it's dark, and I just put just a little bit on my plate. I just have a little black plate over here, and I'm going to dip my paintbrush. I've got a wide paintbrush. I'm dipping it in my water and just barely putting it in my paint, barely, because I'm going to just make my own little stain here, and I'm just going to rub it across. You want it darker, you put a little more of the brown on it. But just make sure that it stays really watered down so that you're not just painting it brown, because you want it to look like wood. But this is just a little bit too light for my taste, and so I wanted it to be darker. And can I tell you something? I lost my stain. Don't know what I did with it. It's somewhere. I'll find it one day. And I'm like, well, I'll just use this brown paint and make my own. No big deal. So here's what it's looking like so far. You can see the difference. Let me show you. You see the top compared to this. That's the difference. So you can tell. Okay. So I'm just doing this right here. I need a little more of my water. And I'm in my new office. It's not really new. We've had it since we built the house, but, well, it's pretty new. Just built the house in November, or finished it. But we just finished the wall. I just finished the wall last week. And so I could not wait to get it done so that I could start crafting in here and have my own space. So, I'm pretty excited. So let's get this kind of stained with our little DIY makeshift stain that we're doing here. And then we will adhere the hymnal page. And then we'll make our cross. I love the hymn too. We still sing it in church. I mean, we still sing this a lot, this song. But just not out of a hymnal anymore. But there is something special about holding a hymnal in your hand. I do definitely feel that way. But you know what? I understand things change. I'm not one of those people who get all tore up about things changing. I really enjoy the other types of music too, as well as old hymns. So I'm definitely not complaining or saying anything about that. It was just a little opinion I had. So now we have stained it and it's darker, okay? Here's the deal. Yes, this was already made, but you can add your own twist to it. Like I just stained it a little bit darker to make it more my taste. Like, don't ever look at something and think, I like that, but I don't like it like that. Change it. That's how easy it is, okay? So we've got Jesus Paid It All hymn. We're gonna lay it down in the center. I'm gonna take my Mod Podge, my little bitty thing of Mod Podge. I'm gonna squirt it on there. And I'm gonna take this same brush that I was using, okay? So it's got a tiny bit of stain still on it, which is good, because that'll give just a tiny bit of stain to here, which is good, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of my Mod Podge on the back of my hymn. Back of my piece of paper. Just kind of putting it on here, okay? That's all I'm doing. I don't want too much because I don't want it to bubble up like crazy, because ain't nobody got time for bubbling Mod Podge. So then I'm gonna flip it over. And I'm gonna flatten it out. We put it on the back of this. We're flattening it out just to make sure there's no bubbles. And then now we're gonna take some Mod Podge and gonna go ahead and put it over the top. Y'all, this is looking so good. Do you know why? Because there is some stain still on this, and you can see it on the board. And that is exactly what I was hoping for, because it gives it an antique look. So I just needed some more Mod Podge. And we're gonna sand this down when we're done too, because I want to sand the edges to where it looks that much more rugged and old, okay? Here we are. We got Jesus Paid It All on here. It looks wet right now because it is. I am going to dab it with my paper towel, just dab it. Because I got a hair on it for one, my own hair. Y'all don't want hair on your thing, I can promise you. And just a couple of places that I just kind of needed to dwindle it down a little. So we're gonna let it dry for a second. It doesn't take long. And then we're gonna take our sanding block and we're just simply gonna sand the edges so that it gets that worn look. And we're gonna go ahead too, because I stained the wood, we're gonna go ahead and sand that too to give it that rusted look too. Yeah, the old rugged cross would have been great on here. But I love this one. Jesus paid it all. All to him I owe. Sin had left a crimson stain. He washed it white as snow. How true is that? How awesome is that? So to make our cross, this is what we're gonna do. I have a bag of sticks. Where did you get those sticks, Brooke? My yard. Okay? My yard. Literally, I try to use everything that I possibly can that I've got around the house, that I've got in my yard. Sticks are awesome. You can do so much with sticks, let me just tell you. Y'all might be thinking I'm crazy. I don't care. I love me some good sticks. So I keep these in my craft closet and I pull them out all the time. Oh, okay. So it's kind of starting to dry. So before we put our sticks and make the cross in the middle, I'm going to go ahead and do some distressing on this, okay? I might have to kind of add some more Mod Podge. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. As with anything, I'm about to show you. as with anything, it's never as pretty through the process as it is at the end. Y'all know that. But this is what it's looking like so far. It's got to dry. It will dry clear. You will not see all this extra, okay? It will dry clear. This is just what it looks like right now. So we're going to take our sticks. We've got them kind of, I get them from the yard and then I tear them up. So I'm going to take my hot glue gun and just make a cross going down. Make a straight line going down. We're making a cross out of sticks is what we're doing. So I'm going to get one of these longer ones starting out. It's not going to be perfect, of course. It's going to be sticks. But how perfect is it? The cross was wood. Rugged wood. The old rugged cross. And we're going to use some sticks, some wooden sticks for our cross going down to symbolize the cross and what the true meaning of Easter is. It's not about that bunny. It's not about the Easter egg hunts and all the fun things, which I love to do those, and I'm all for those. And yes, we do the Easter bunny, whether you agree with me or not on that, it doesn't matter. But we do here, and but the real meaning of Easter is this. It's the fact that Jesus died on that cross, but he didn't stay there. He rose again 3 days later, and all to provide us salvation. And that's what it's all about. And so here is the cross. How pretty is this, guys? It needs some time to dry because, you know, the Mod Podge is still a little wet over here, but it'll all dry. And then we've got our cross going down on our hymn, which the hymn is Jesus paid it all. So if you know that hymn, Jesus paid it all to him I owe. Sin had left a crimson stain, he washed it white as snow. So you can hang this in your home, and I think it turned out super cute. I don't think I could have made a better cross without these sticks. I mean, this looks perfect to me, personally. So anyway, this is what we made today. I hope you enjoyed it. So thank y'all for watching. Y'all just don't forget the real meaning of Easter, okay? That's super important right now. Don't forget while we celebrate. And be praying for our country. Be praying for everybody. Show extra grace right now. And be extra kind, because everybody's fighting some kind of a battle. So that's all I've got. So I hope you'll have an awesome day. And I'll be seeing you lots more this week. I've got a goal to be live every single day this week. So hopefully I can do that. Hopefully I can spend some extra time with y'all. So see y'all later. Y'all have an awesome, awesome day.